Welcome to Pimp My Ambulance. That is what we're doing today. Probably a little bit different to what you used to see on Pimp My Ride. I was thinking of getting the old exhibit outfit, maybe wearing a gold chain, some gold teeth maybe. Didn't think it would work. But today we transform the ex-ambulance into an ambulance with tinted windows. So that's where we're going today. We're heading off to a company called Auto Shine and Tinting in Telford, meeting a chap called Duncan and turning the inside of this ambulance into a little bit more of a stealth bus. At the moment it's more like a viewing gallery. We're going to get tints on all of the rear windows, every single window you can see, 8 of them in total. Oh my god, probably too many windows maybe. But they're all going to be tinted in a limo black tint today. And I'm thinking as well, if I can think of some other external upgrades that we can do, we might put a couple of other accessories on the outside of this van to make it look a little bit less ambulance-y. Maybe some hubcaps possibly. Now I was debating on what to call today's video. Can't really call it what I did on the Traffic, which is like the ultimate stealth upgrade, because you can't really call this van very stealthy. But the tinted windows are certainly going to help, especially when we get some curtains in here and we can actually close off the windows and make it a nice private area. Not quite sure what to put on the outside of the van to make it look a little bit more inconspicuous so it's not a camper. Maybe some sign writing possibly. I don't know, I'm undecided. Good morning.
Hello. Hello.
You looking forward to today?
Yeah, you're fine.
Do you want a sandwich, by the way?
Yeah, I'll have a sandwich.
Egg and bacon, roast chicken and bacon, or bacon, lettuce and tomato. Okay.
Roast chicken and bacon.
Catch. There you are.
Okay.
Right, so we are off to Auto Shine and Tinting, 20 minutes away, TF7 4NZ.
I'll follow you. Okay.
Can you remember that?
Yep, yep.
Right, let's hit the road then.
Okay.
And of course, we've got the glorious British weather joining us for today. I'll tell you one thing, this van sounds a hell of a lot different without those side panels on. A lot of road noise. Alrighty, here we are. Go on in, I'll shut it after you. Good morning.
Morning.
Is it Duncan, is it?
It is.
Oh, nice to meet you, mate.
That's right.
Good guilty confession, right? When I was about 19 years old, I did try and do my own tints.
What
It was an eBay special,
What
right? It was a Fiat Punto, I believe. The wiper blades were falling off. Do you remember that?
I remember that.
You had to follow me back, didn't you? After
Yeah.
picking it up, yeah.
That was-
The locking system didn't work. I had to get out the passenger side.
Yeah.
Tried to do it myself,
Yeah, I
and
remember
unfortunately, I think it was in about 4 days, all started crinkling up, started peeling off, etc. I think I just thought like a dusty rag would clean the window sufficiently, but unfortunately, that's not the case.
I'll be honest, it's a Saturday, so it's nice and quiet today.
Yeah.
Most of our cars go out on Friday.
Yeah.
And everything else comes in.
Am I right in thinking that you guys aren't normally open on a Saturday then?
Appointment only.
Appointment only,
To be
yeah.
honest, we used to do Saturdays every single week. We used to do Sundays.
Wow.
But we will. Everyone in the company's now slightly mature. We've got kids, we've got families.
Yeah.
So we have to accommodate that.
Yeah.
So we do.
So this is the wraps that you guys do.
Yeah, so these cars are quite rare. These have got satin, San Marino blue paint.
Yeah.
Looks absolutely incredible. Problem with the satin is any scratches whatsoever, you can't polish, you can't do anything with it.
Okay.
And then if you get something on the door, you can't blow these colours in. So if you need a door repainting, you've got to redo the whole side, blow it over the bonnet. It's absolutely nightmare. So this car's come from BMW. This has had full satin paint protection film on it by another company. They've taken it as Partex, and certain areas are lifting. It's not
So
the best
this
job.
car has come straight from
BM.
BM.
Yeah, so they've
Wow.
put this in as a Partex, I think, but the PPF job on this car isn't the best. So we've just had it in, and we're just getting it up to standard so they can resell it.
So have you done like many vans and campers before?
So I think I can realistically say no one has tinted more motorhomes than us.
Yeah.
So I won't mention the company, but we have since 2009 had a stage on the production line of a major motorhome manufacturer in the UK. So we are the first stage on their production line. The reason is we have to tint the windows before they get built in front of.
Yes,
So we do
yeah.
between 9 and 14 a week. Adrian is here. He's our workshop manager and chief
Nice to meet
tinter
you, mate.
nowadays.
Good to see you.
In the office. So we've got the two most popular for the motorhomes here, which is a 5% and 15%. The numbers mean the amount of light in percentage-wise that goes through the glass. So 5%, which people call limo tint, is a 95% tint, and 5% of light can pass through the film.
Okay.
15 is therefore 10% lighter than that.
I think we'll go for the 5%. I think.
We'll get that on.
Yeah, we'll do that. Now you're probably all thinking, which is what I thought when I converted to traffic, why are they putting it on the outside? I don't know. What do you think that? Do you remember?
They're getting the shape of the window first, I think, and then they're going to go on the inside and do something I can't do.
That's right, isn't it, Duncan?
You want a job?
So describe to us in a little bit of detail, I don't want to distract you too much, about what you actually do then to get it nice and flush. Is it about basically getting bubbles out?
So the rear window on these vans are different to all the sides. So all your side ones are curved but only in one direction. Your rear windows are curved in both directions.
Okay.
So that means when we lay the flat piece of window film on, you basically had clumps, you might have seen on the video, you had clumps of excess film here. So we use a heat gun, and what the window tint does with heat, it shrinks. So these fingers, what we call them fingers, we have to shrink them. So the film is curved now to the shape of the glass.
Do you know what this reminds me of?
What?
You ever seen, what's the film? Is it, not No Country for Old Men. Come on, you know it. The guy with the moped, who uses this as a weapon. You must know what I'm talking about. He walks around with this around his side, goes up to people with this thing, goes on their head.
I've been tinted windows for 23 years.
Last 23 years you've been stuck in here.
Yeah,
What's that film called? Drop a comment below, let me know what that film's called. I can't remember off the top of my head now. It's not No Country for Old Men, it's something else. Let me know. Right, let's have a look in this bad boy. Now obviously, most of the wow factor comes from the outside, but these guys have done a stellar job tinting the back of these windows.
It's a lot dark in there now. You dark on this?
Yeah, very dark in there. It's absolutely transformed the look of this van. So the next upgrade on this, we're waiting for some carpet and some curtains to turn up, which will hopefully make this van a little bit more stealthy. But I've got to say a huge thanks to you, Duncan.
No, my pleasure.
And to you, Wade, as well, mate. Thank you ever so much. You guys did an absolutely fantastic job. Auto Shine and Tinting in Telford. Get your wraps done, your PPF,
Protection film.
paint protection film, and also your tints as well. There we are. All good, all done. Can I reach? Oh. Fresh tints in the back of the van. Right, let's head back to Shrewsbury. Another day comes, and let me show you where the van's at now. First look of the outside. Looks like a completely different van. A friend of mine, who I saw on the other side of the road about 2 days ago now, said it looks like a tour bus. What do you guys reckon? Tour bus? Tour busy? Maybe not quite yet. Maybe we need to get off some of these little markings possibly. If anyone's got any advice on how to do that, how to get rid of these little things that have been left here from the stickers or the decals or the livery, whatever you want to call it. Got some on the side here to open handle. We've got ambulance on the bonnet here as well somewhere. So you can see the sticker's been taken off and the paint is extremely fresh underneath. How can I get rid of that? The inside of the van, all of the panels are off. We've got the roof off as well, which let me tell you was a pain in the arse. Insert clip here. Hang on. Ready? Ready, steady.
Oh.
Hang on,
We got it.
How are we?
Just give it a pull.
Put it back up again then.
Right.
But don't put it back up, but don't put it up enough where it gets caught, because I'm going to give it a yank.
Okay, I got it. I got it. Come on, baby, like that.
Give it a... Okay, come on. Give it a shake. Come in, I think. Hang on. Whoa. But I've also removed the edging off the side here that was installed at Base Van. They did a great job of bending all the metal around all the contours here. So big shout out to them, but the metal that they used probably wasn't 100% to my liking. I like the edging of this kind of stuff here. So I've also got some metal edging that I got from B&Q, where if I can today, I'm going to try and cut it to size using this hacksaw and drill it down across the back here, and that'll be the first part there.
That's got it.
Okay,
That's good.
okay. It's actually, I mean, yeah, I mean, we could have done this, but that's okay. That's all right. I think we should be all right.
That's it. That's one. That's one. Go steady, go steady. No, don't push too hard. That's it.
There we go. That looks a lot better, I think. Perfect timing. Let me get these doors closed. Oh, it's coming down now. I can't open that door because there's no handle. But unlike the traffic, I can get to the front there, so we're all right. Actually, this would be a good time to check for any leaks. I've got these taped up. There's no water coming in there. Yeah, that one's all taped up. That's fine. Okay. This is the first proper shower that we've had in a while, so this will be interesting to see if there is any leaks and where they're coming from. So another day's passed, and we've had a good look now after that rain shower yesterday, i.e. a few seconds ago, just to see if any water's dripped in. And I can safely report that we are leak free. Success! I'm going to worry about any leaks now. We can continue with the build. Now all the dash cams in, the cabin view and the front view. We've got one more exterior styling option that we're going to be adding to the van today, just to finish off the PIMP My Ride look. Oh. This reminds me of the days when I was 17, 18, driving around in a, was it a Fiat Punto Vauxhall Corsa? I had a few cars when I was younger. And these were the things, the first upgrade I would get when getting them, along with the blue striped Go Faster seat covers. We're going to be putting some new wheel trims on the outside of the van. Now when I first looked at these wheels, I thought, how on earth am I going to fit anything on there? Because they're a little bit unique, if you ask me. These are obviously the existing Renault ones that I think just ping off with a screwdriver. And we've got 4 of them, so they're all original. I just don't like the look of the steel wheels. So I think if we can polish that up a little bit, make it look a little bit nicer, that'll be much better. So these are the ones that are supposed to fit the Renault Master Mark III, those exact wheels. The eBay listing, were these from eBay? No, I think they were from Amazon actually. But the pictures actually show my van with those hubcaps being removed and these ones being put on. I think they were 30 or 40 quid, I think, for 4, which isn't too bad. Okay, we're on. I don't know about you, that looks a lot better. Now just before we start commencing with the insulation and the sound deadening in the back of this van, I want to remove this old rotten wooden panel here. I've now plugged in all of the holes that were here, managed to get some 15mm grommets off Amazon, coated them in a little bit of Hammerite white paint, and I've done the same on the top of the van as well. It's not obviously a good sealer, Hammerite, but it's going to prevent any rust. And we might well take some of these out at some point to be able to feed some solar cables through. That's where the water would have been dripping in, behind the panels that would have covered this area. And this is obviously where some of the water's been sitting, because that's all rotten there. Just show you. So obviously, where the hole was up here, where the little bit of water would have ingressed over time, has then come down the inside of the panel, which would have been here, and then sat against this piece of steel. And you can see where the other hole was as well. Up, where is it? Up here, one of these holes it was. Would have sat here and gone and just started to eat away at this is what, steel, I think? But across the side here isn't too bad. So where the water didn't come in, it's fared up pretty well. But we're going to cover this in Hammerite, and hopefully that'll do the trick. And then we can still use these existing bolt holes without having to take this steel off, which looks like it's been very crudely welded to the side. And we can still use these to attach some cupboards, which will be handy. Well, that's all painted now. I haven't painted all of it because I don't think it needed it. But any places that were showing rust, I've gone over with some white Hammerite paint. Still got plenty more for the roof as and when the solar install comes. We want to touch up some spots on the roof. But that about does it for today's video. But before I do let you go, one more update to show you what I've just got done today. This van is now officially a Brandon Explores vehicle. No, it's not a 2003, it's a 2012 van, but it's now got the Brandon Explore stamp on it. I'm hoping it won't be too long before we can celebrate the first camp. The wheels are looking a lot nicer now. The tints have absolutely transformed this van, in my opinion. I'm going to sign out from here, from the old storage unit, with the new number plate, the new wheels, the new tints. We're getting ever so closer now to actually starting to put stuff in the van. Next video is going to be insulation. Got a final bit of prep to do while I'm here today, but I guess I'll catch you guys next week when we start the official putting stuff in process and turning this into a camper van. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.